Tate, you finally got caught up, boy. What's up, YouTube? It's Monique back with another recap. Power Season 6, Episode 7. So the episode starts off with Tyreke waking up to Ghost putting a gun to his head. He's basically saying he can't trust him. He knows that he set him up so Tommy could kill him. He's basically saying that Tyreke is not smarter than him and he shouldn't try to be. Tyreke is over here calling him Ghost. And then they walk into Ghost's penthouse and Tyreke has to show Ghost where his hidden money is. So Ghost takes it and then he threatens to tell Tommy that he stole from him. So if Tommy knows that, then he'll be after him as well as Tommy, and he doesn't want that. Keisha tells Tommy that she wants Tommy to stop talking Tyreke altogether. Tommy lets Keisha know that that's family. Tommy gives Keisha a gun just in case Ghost comes after her. So she's a little surprised, but of course she takes it. Ghost and Tasha, they have a little discussion about what happened that morning with Tyreke. And, Tasha, she's going off, but Ghost lets her know it was an unloaded gun, so it's nothing to worry about. Tasha is basically letting Ghost know that this is the life he chose. Like, it's no turning back. Like, Tyreke is going to be like this. Tommy's crew, they find out that some of the weight is missing. Keisha immediately walks in, and she's wondering, okay, y'all know it's missing. Who did it? So 2-Bit, he comes at her because he knows he didn't do it, and he's confronting her because he doesn't like the way that she's coming at him. So Tasha's all in his face, and so is 2-Bit. She's threatening to tell Tommy what's happening, and then 2-Bit and the rest of the crew, they already know that if she tells Tommy, he's going to shoot one of them because that's just how he goes off. So as Keisha's trying to walk away because she says she's going to call Tommy, 2-Bit grabs her arm, and he's basically threatening her. She says, I'm going to tell Tommy. Then when she leaves, the rest of the crew's like, why did you do that? You should have never touched this girl. You know how Tommy is. 2-Bit said he would have smacked her if that wasn't Tommy's girl. You know he would have. Ramona shows up to the campaign location looking for Tate, and she also sees that Cassandra is missing. And Derek, his assistant, she's like, okay, they're both missing. So then the scene jumps into, Tate and Cassandra, getting their thing on. And then Derek, he finds out that they're both missing, so he shows up and he catches them both. He basically like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And Tate is like, hold up, let's calm down. Let's remember that we are in the middle of a campaign, so let's put all of our personal issues aside and let's try to resolve this, properly. Derek's not trying to hear that, so he's basically threatening to tell the voters what he just saw. So Cassandra's saying, let's handle this. It's a personal issue. Let's not get the campaign involved. And then, they go off. And if you didn't know, Cassandra is Derek's wife. So Tyreke shows up at Tommy's spot, and of course he's not there. Keisha is. Keisha wants nothing to do with Tyreke. She knows that he's bad news. Tyreke's trying to say, no, I'm still good. Could you at least tell Tommy that I was here? And Keisha, she sends him on his way. As soon as he steps out of Tommy's building, his mom, Tasha, is right there. She's wondering, oh, okay, see, you're at Tommy's spot. What you been doing? She knows that Tyreke has been lying the whole time. She doesn't trust him. Tyreke says Uncle Tommy knows. So the police finally suspect that Sax is the true problem in the Angela and Ghost investigation. Dre finally gets his little girl back. There was a press conference between him, Ramona, and Tate. So that goes well. Ramona talks to Tate about his affair with Cassandra. Tate is trying to spin it. He's trying to make it look like they're just two lovers and they're just gonna be together and go through the campaign. Dre feels like Sax has no more leverage on him since he has this little girl. Tate is threatening Ghost. He wants Ghost to make the Cassandra problem go away. He wants Derek to keep his mouth shut. Tommy finally comes home after getting text messages and missed calls from Keisha because she wanted to tell him the whole situation with 2-Bit. And then immediately Tommy goes off. He's thinking, okay, 2-Bit stole from me. But then Keisha's like, I don't think 2-Bit stole from you. I think Tyreke stole from you. Tommy doesn't believe it because Tommy feels like Tyreke is family. He's like a nephew to him. So Tommy's like, I'm going to ask Tyreke myself, and then I'm going to figure it out. But Keisha's like, I think you should just leave him alone in general. Tyreke decides to meet up with Dre. He has no drugs. He has no money. He has no more connections. He doesn't know what to do. So he threatens Dre to give him some drugs. He's like, I saved your life. So Dre, he goes in his little bag and he pulls out some weight. And then Tariq goes on his way. Rodriguez, she's snooping through Sax's office and she finds the little unicorn that was attached to Elisa Marie's bag. And when the little girl was telling her about the story, she already knew that it was probably a listening device, so she got Sax on lockdown. Ghost shows up to see Derek. He lets him know he's not here to intimidate him. He actually has an offer for him, and Derek's willing to listen. Rodriguez runs into Sax right after she raided his office and basically says she spoke to Proctor's daughter, Elisa Marie, and she doesn't really have anything to go on. So she makes it seem like she didn't find, the voice recording, and, Sax doesn't suspect anything. Tariq gets accepted into another school, and then he goes back to his mom's apartment. She forces him to tell Ghost what happened at Tommy's apartment. So, of course, Tariq comes up with a lame apology. He doesn't really mean it. He says, "Dad, I'm sorry. Uncle Tommy, I feel like he knows that I stole from him, and I feel like he's going to come after me. Keisha knows that." So he asked Ghost if he could talk to Keisha and make her not tell Tommy. So, of course, Ghost comes up to Tariq, and he's like, "I'll handle it, son." Tariq is just manipulating everyone. Come on. Ramona sets up a meeting with Cassandra. She gets her to sign a non-disclosure agreement. And Cassandra lets Ramona know she doesn't want to marry Tate. She doesn't really want to be with him. She just wants a seat in Congress the next year. So, Ramona, she sets that up. Keisha gets confronted by Ghost. He wants to just pay her off so she'll go away from Tommy. He's basically trying to give her money so she can set up, another hair salon in a different location. But Keisha, she's not going to give up on Tommy that easily. So Ghost, he slides a little check in her pocket and he goes on his way. Sax, he meets up with Dre. And Dre's like, "Okay, there's nothing else I need to do for you." Sax is like, "You know what? I could put this ankle bracelet on you, or when you go home, there'll be a couple of cop cars outside waiting to arrest you for Maria's death." Dre's like, "How you gonna pin that on me?" So Sax says, "You know what? I'm gonna put this ankle bracelet on you, and you're gonna be my little snitch. You're gonna tell me whatever information you have on Ghost so I can lock him up." Jason and Ghost meet up. Ghost tells Jason that Dre can be the new distro. Jason says, if I like him, he can be the new distro. And if I like him, I'll give you permission to kill Tommy. Tommy talks to 2-Bit and Spank about the Keisha situation. Spank, he's coming to 2-Bit's defense. He's like, "You can't let Keisha get in the way of our crew. A female, she's not going to always be there." Tommy's not trying to hear that. He knows that Keisha is loyal to him. So Tommy fires 2-Bit and Spank. He wants them out of there. Ramona and Tate, they meet up. Ramona lets Tate know that she got Cassandra to sign the non-disclosure agreement, that she's no longer going to be an issue, but she tells Tate that, in exchange, she wants a seat next year on Congress. So Tate agrees to that, and then Tate tries to be a little sneaky, He tells Ramona that, they should team up and they could ride this thing out to Congress or, for the governor. And he's basically telling Ramona that they could also have a little bit of fun. Ramona's not for that. She tells Tate that she's interested in someone else, and we all know that that's Ghost. She's interested in Ghost. So Ghost brings Derek to meet with Ramona and Tate, and he introduces him as the new project manager for the Queen's Child Project. So Ramona, she agrees to the terms, and she says she'll draft up a non-disclosure agreement. 2-Bit and Spank, they're trying to think of ideas to get Tommy back on their good side. First, they're thinking maybe they can just kill Ghost and then Tommy forgive them. Then they're thinking, no, let's see, maybe we should just kidnap Dre and then bring Dre to Tommy, then Tommy could just kill him. So they're cool with that idea. Then they're thinking, we got to do something about Keisha. So they decide to get their guy, Mozzie, to scare Keisha. But their plan is for him not to put his hands on her, not to harm her in any way, just to, spook her a little bit. Tommy does as promised. He confronts Tariq. He basically says, "Okay, Tariq, did you steal from me?" And he wants him to tell him the truth. Tariq is like, he thinks about it. He's like, "Yes, Uncle Tommy, I stole from you." Tommy, first he makes it seem like, "Oh, okay, thanks for telling me the truth." He immediately grabs Tariq and he kind of like throws him off the building, but he's like holding him. So he's kind of like, hanging off a building. And Tyreke, he is scared for his life. He's like, Tommy, Uncle Tommy, don't kill me, don't kill me. And then Tommy's like, you're not meant for this. You do not know anything about this life. This is how things go. He eventually pulls him back up and he said, you know, if you were anyone else, I would just kill you. That's how I roll. So Tyreke, he's scared out of his mind. And, you know, Tommy, before he leaves, he said, you're no longer family to me. I don't trust you anymore. So Mozzie, Two-Bit and Spank's guy, the guy that was sent to spook Keisha, shows up to her hair salon. And then Keisha's like, you know, we're closed. And then Mozzie comes in anyway. He immediately runs to her, puts a knife up to her throat, and because he's trying to intimidate her. She gets him off of her, and she goes to get her gun, and he before she runs off, he slashes her in the arm. She gets her gun, and she shoots him dead. She's scared out of her mind. She doesn't know what to do. She just shot someone for the first time. So she immediately contacts Tommy, and she awaits his arrival. Two-Bit and Spank, they successfully kidnapped Dre, so Tommy is all ready to shoot him, and let that be that. But Dre, he's pleading for his life, and he's like, okay, Sax is after me. He's on me. He put an ankle bracelet on me, so if you kill me, he's gonna know something about it. He's gonna figure it out. So Tommy, he's like, he doesn't know what to do. He gets a call from Keisha. She's like, it's an emergency. I need you here now. So Tommy, he's like, just put Dre on the ground, and he runs off to meet Keisha. Tommy hurries to meet Keisha. Keisha says Mozzie, the guy that attacked her, was a setup by Ghost. That Ghost is trying to kill her. And Tommy, he's furious. He wants to know like why Ghost is trying to get Keisha. So he barges into the meeting with Ghost and Jason. And, you know, Ghost, he's trying to talk to Jason, make Dre seem like a good distro. And then, you know, Tommy comes in. So Jason says, since Dre's out the picture, I have a new plan. I want you and Ghost to work together to move this weight. Y'all are going to be partners. If one of you all die, I'm going to kill the other. So you're going to have to figure it out. Tommy's crew takes Dre to some abandoned area. They have his wrists tied up and they have him sitting in a chair. Meanwhile, it's a little pillowcase or something on his head. And he's smart. He's trying to get out of the, you know, the little twist ties already. And Spank and Two-Bit, they go off and they talk about the situation. They leave the other guy to just watch Dre. So Dre, he's trying to get out the twist ties, and he knows the other guy's kind of sympathetic because he's a little salty. So he's like, can I please call my daughter? I just want to talk to her one last time. So the guy's getting the phone out, and Dre starts to say the number, and then he grabs his gun and he shoots him. And then he goes away. You know, Dre, he don't play. He's gone. Rodriguez is out for the kill. She plays the recording she found in Sax's office to him and the other police. And it basically incriminates him. They send him on administrative leave. There's going to be investigation. He could possibly be disbarred and arrested. So Sax is going down. Ghost and Ramona meet up. She lets Ghost know that the Cassandra situation is figured out. She signed the non-disclosure agreement, and that situation is all set. She said she let Tate know that she's interested in someone else, even though he tried to, you know, form an alliance and he tried to, you know, sweet talk her. Ghost and Ramona, they immediately get interrupted by Tommy. Tommy's like, Ghost, I need to speak to you. I need her to go. So, you know, Ghost, he kindly, you know, shoos Ramona away. Tommy says, I know you set Keisha up. I know you tried to kill her. Ghost says, no, I didn't try to kill her. So they're trying to figure out, they know they have this beef. They know eventually they're going to kill one another. But Ghost comes up with a plan. Ghost says, let's just set Jason up. Let's pick a location to get Jason there, and I'll pull the trigger. It's nighttime, and Tommy takes Keisha to this beautiful home. Keisha's like, okay, you know, this is amazing. Why are we here? Tommy pulls out a set of keys and says, this is our new house. They go inside. She's amazed. She's like, oh, this is so beautiful. Tommy says, I'm going to protect you forever. I'm not going to let anything else happen to you. Tasha asks Tyreke what he really wants. She knows that he's set in this life. She asked Tyreke if the Vincent situation was just a hustle and if he was going to get a cut. Tyreke, he knows he can trust his mom, so he admitted that, yeah, it was a hustle and I was going to get a cut. Tasha says, you know what? I know you're in the game and I know you're not getting out, so I'm going to help you. I don't want you to lie to me anymore. I'm going to help you. And Tyreke basically, he puts the drugs on the table. He's like, could you help me to move this weight so no one else gets hurt? Tasha says she'll help him. She says that if he's going to be in this game, he has to learn to live a legitimate and a drug life, together. So she agrees to help him as long as he doesn't lie or keep anything else. All right, I hope you all enjoyed my recap for episode 7. Like, comment, and subscribe. I want you all to comment what you thought about my recap. Comment what you thought about the episode. Let me know. All right, thank you all for watching. Bye.